Welcome to our episode of Barman Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at the first Easter rabbit, because we have sort of an animal thing going on with the films at the moment. As for this film, I honestly think this 1976 TV short's aged like milk, to be honest. Not a fine wine, like milk, so it's aged rather poorly. I think the main problem is that this short, while it tries to explain the origins of the Easter rabbit, doesn't really put the weight of the film on the Easter Bunny. It's just like, well, we could make the Easter Bunny, carry the weight of the film, but we'd rather have Santa do it. To be fair, Rankin Bass did a whole lot of Christmas specials. I may have mispronounced their name, but they also did Here Comes Peter Cottontail, that classic stop motion film from 1971 that most people have probably seen if they're in my age group, at least once or twice. I've probably got the copy of it floating around somewhere, because in fact, I know I do, and I got the remake as well, or sequel, whatever it is. I haven't watched that one. I was planning on saving it for Easter at some point, but I keep forgetting where I hid it. But I suppose that's for another time. As for this film, basically we learned that Easter Bunny started out as a stuffed toy that belonged to a girl that really loved her stuffed rabbit and called him Stuffy.
You'll have to think of a name for him.
I will, but for now I'll call him Stuffy.
Unfortunately, she caught scarlet fever, so he and all her clothes and stuff had to just go and get burned. So, as he's about to be set ablaze, a fairy shows up and brings him to life and tells him he's been chosen to be the first Easter Bunny because he was a beloved, stuffed animal toy. So he sets off to Easter Valley, which is conveniently next to Santa's workshop. Basically, it's like the next mountain over. But yeah, he has to go there and set up, his own Easter workshop, and come back and deliver, colored eggs and chocolate chicks and all that stuff. All for the boys and girls have all those little goodies that you get associated with Easter nowadays. Of course, they mention egg rolls, which I know they do that at the White House, but I imagine a lot of people have no idea what that is, and I'd have to probably look it up to even know what it is myself, because even I have never watched an egg roll happen. I assume it involves rolling an egg somehow, or carrying it with a spoon, I don't know. But, yeah, they bring that up in quite a few of the songs, but the main problem I'd have to say with this film is that basically a lot of stuff that we should witness in the film happens off screen. Like we get told about how we need to be wary of Zero, a snow wizard that really doesn't like Easter, because it means springtime. So he decides to steal the golden Easter lily and bury Easter Valley in snow and forever get rid of the Easter Bunny. Before he can even do anything. Because, he's just that mean and wants to be surrounded by cold. He's like, I can't allow there to be anything around my domain that isn't covered in snow. And so, yeah, he does that. But we don't even see him take the Easter lily on screen. He finds out from his minion, how to secretly get into the valley. And then we just cut to him, having gotten the flower and blasting the valley with snow. It's just like, you really couldn't show him sneak in and take it. Like, sneaking around past the Easter Bunny and his friends. Like, you just cut to him blanking the place in snow and burying them alive. Okay, it seems like there should have been a scene there. Like, why was that just cut, I know it's meant to be a short, but they couldn't aim for it to be more like 45 minutes long instead of, 25. Go for, an hour-long special if you add in the ads, And then, it's not like the Easter Bunny even solves the problem getting out. No. Zero's minion, Bruce, feels bad about ruining, what the Easter Bunny had going on. So he goes running to Santa, because, he lives nearby, and it's like, Santa, I gotta tell you about what Zero's done.
Santa, I gotta speak to you.
Bruce told Santa the situation, and Santa knew what he had to do.
So he gets ratted out by his best friend. So yay, we got Bruce the snitch, I guess. Like if you were that, wavering about, about this whole plan, why did you help him at all? But anyway, Santa shows up, and rescues the Easter Bunny and his friends and helps them deliver the eggs and stuff. And then we cut back, after we have the Easter parade and a song about it, to Santa basically telling Zero if he doesn't, return the golden Easter lily, he's just gonna move to the South Pole and take Mrs. Claus and the reindeer and everything with him, and leave him to be basically by himself.
Either you put the golden Easter lily back in the valley so that springtime can come back, or I'm moving out of the pole. I've got a good offer from the South Pole, and I've been considering it.
Which causes Zero to break down crying. I mean, seriously, this is our villain for this movie?
You'd leave me all alone here? No elves, no Sunday night dinner with Mrs. Claus's home cooking and those little noodles. Oh, no midnight rides with the reindeer. Just me all alone here? By myself?
Like he likes the cold and snow, but the idea of being alone while surrounded by nothing but cold and snow makes him break down in tears. Like, isn't that what he wanted? Like, jeez. What's this character's motivation? I don't get it. And that's probably why this special's aged, like I said, like milk. Like the main villain is doing stuff that it just doesn't make sense for him to even bother doing. If he basically told the Easter Bunny, like, I don't like you, stay away from me. He's like, I like it cold, and your valley's warm. Like it would have been just about as meaningful. Like, he even shows up and wishes the Easter Bunny at the end of the film a happy Easter as he leaves. He's like, this place, it's not good for me. I'm made of snow. I melt. Peace. I'm just like really? We're told to be wary of this character because he's like some big threat. And he basically gives up almost immediately. Okay. Like seriously, I don't even know why they needed a villain at all for this film. They probably could have cut that out and just focused on, how the Easter Bunny's first deliveries went and all that stuff. Like, maybe there was some mix-ups and all kinds of other shenanigans that went on. Instead, we get a rather uninteresting story. I mean, maybe it appeals more to little kids, but for an adult audience, this movie is kind of slow and boring. Especially since the main villain just isn't very good. Ugh. Till next time, then. See ya.
A little bird told me.